Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
Namaste everyone. Today we are going to speak about, must we concentrate only on one spiritual pathway, or can we try synthesis? What does it mean, synthesis? How can we combine different kinds of meditation, different kinds of philosophy? And is it proper at all? Okay, so many even spiritual leaders, they insist that the proper spirituality is actually when we focus our mind and of course heart on one guru, one tradition, one type of meditation, one kind of philosophy. And if we try to mix it, for sure it's wrong. Okay, that's opinion. Well, I even heard one very interesting expression of this idea in one of the ashrams. Guru shopping. Guru shopping. Guru shopping means when you try to visit like different gurus, different ashrams, and that's actually bad according to this point. Okay, but when we just carefully study biographies of number of great mystics and spiritual masters, quite often we come across obvious message that 19th century, 20th century, even 21st century, most of the great spiritual masters, including those who insist that you have to concentrate only on one guru and one tradition, really speaking, were practicing synthesis when they were just disciples or young people. Okay, just in front of me is a wonderful biography of Swami Vivekananda, very famous Indian mystic, master, and politician as well. By the way, he lived back in second half of 19th century, and he was direct disciple, actually chief disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Well, quite many Western spiritual practitioners know pretty well about Swami Vivekananda because of his influence since the end of 19th century and of course his famous books. Much less Westerners know about Sri Ramakrishna, actually the guru of Swami Vivekananda. But at the same time, that's a great example. It's looked like that exactly Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who lived, of course, in 19th century and who was guru of Swami Vivekananda. Actually, he was, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, maybe something like first example of the synthesis. Of course, at the same time, 19th century, we can remember one more great example of spiritual and esoteric synthesis in life of Madame Blavatsky, great Russian mystic, founder of Theosophical Society. So, huge difference between life and message of Sri Ramakrishna and Madame Blavatsky. But common is that both didn't follow only one spiritual tradition, but they just dive into the synthesis. Well, okay, Sri Ramakrishna actually spent 12 years practicing different kinds of spiritual disciplines before he became a spiritual master himself. And in the beginning, that was Shakti tradition, and then later on Tantric tradition. And his first guru was a wonderful lady of great beauty. That's how people remember her. And her name was Bhairavi Brahmini. So she was female guru, and she was the tantric master. Okay, later on, Sri Ramakrishna started his Vaishnava Bhakti sadhana under guidance of two famous local masters from Calcutta. Later on, okay, then it was Krishna, then Rama Bhakti, and then he met his main guru, Swami Totapuri, who initiated him into Vedanta philosophy. And after that, Ramakrishna decided to practice Sufi tradition, Islamic tradition. For that purpose, he met one Sufi mystic, and even Sri Ramakrishna was practicing Christianity for a while, also under guidance of certain master. Later on, he was maybe just a little bit, but interested in the Buddhist, then Jain and Sikh tradition. And while practicing all that kind of different religious and spiritual traditions, he actually came to the great conclusion that all religions, they lead to the same result, which is enlightenment, which is experience of samadhi. Of course, let us not create any fantasy. Sri Ramakrishna was born as the Hindu Brahmin. He became actually a Hindu monk, sannyasi. And first of all, the main part of his quest for truth were different Hindu schools and branches of philosophy and sadhana. Vishnu, Tantra, Shiva, Kali, Shakti, Vedanta. And then he was curious enough to try, what actually happened outside of the Hindu tradition. And it's very challenging idea, even for the 21st century Hindu practitioners. Can you imagine? 19th century guy, he just asked this question, can I try Islamic and Christian religion as well? And just jump into that and experience the same samadhi, the truth of Quran, the truth of Bible. That was very interesting, and I strongly recommend each of you read and study biography of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, this huge source of inspiration, knowledge, and proper understanding of spirituality. And we have so many examples already mentioned about Madame Blavatsky, who was born as the Orthodox Christian. Then she became a Buddhist. Rumors are there that she was also a member of Freemasonry, and in Europe they have female Freemasonry as well. So rumors are there that Madame Blavatsky was also involved in the European mystical tradition in a form of Masonry. And for sure, she was really interested in ancient Egypt as the mystical tradition, and of course, all kinds of Vedanta, Tantra, all branches of yoga. So, Madame Blavatsky, founder of Theosophical Society, huge example. And any guru, any master, you can, check. Mostly behind is the synthesis. Why it is so? Because it's just our time. because actually we're living right now not in a Kali Yuga age. Unfortunately, many people suppose that, but according to the Kriya Yoga tradition, we know that actually 21st century, okay, now is 2021, it means 321st year of Dvapara Yuga, so no Kali Yuga anymore. What does it mean, Dvapara Yuga? Yeah, I mean to say we experience different political, financial, and social difficulties. Even military conflicts are there. But Dvapara Yuga is huge development of the science, informational technology, human rights. Please do not forget that even if you are slightly unhappy about human rights right now, just remember how it was 1-2 centuries ago. Forget even about question. I mean, yeah, we have problems right now, but we can enjoy many human rights, huge informational technology, and many other things. And on spiritual level, it's synthesis. Okay, before this Dvapara Yuga, Kali age, it's division. Science separate, art separate, religion separate. Even inside religion, different global religious communities, they exist totally separate. Of course, even now we have many religious communities and religious leaders which, trying to stay separate, but that's old story, it's over. Synthesis, oneness. In science, in art, in religion, and between science, art, and religion. This is a sign of our modern age, which is, according to the Kriya Yoga tradition, we call Dvapara Yuga. So, it means that if somebody think that, okay, let us concentrate on one guru, one spiritual tradition, that's nice, I'm not going to deny it. But it's slightly old time approach, which is not so actual right now. I mean to say, it's strange. We have huge, streams of information about spirituality, self-development, different technologies, including like mantras, lucid dreams, meditation, how to transform subconscious mind programming, how to do this, that, something else. And it's actually strange if we just say, no, I don't want to know all that, because I have to follow only one tradition which tells me this much. But I mean, we have greater possibilities, greater chances for the self-development than any given separate tradition can supply us with, whatever information technology. And of course, synthesis, it's not easy job, because it's very easy to be astray, to be confused. It's not easy job, but it's interesting. It's interesting pilgrimage. That's how modern people approach life. Of course, much safer not to go there. It's stay in a safe space of any religion or so-called spiritual tradition, which is just like our spiritual schools, our ashram, our church. This is space which is very safe, because there's any separate tradition, they supply us with a nice idea that we're right, because we have tradition. We have priests, gurus, they will supply us with all kinds of answers. We don't need to worry. And of course, if you feel yourself free pilgrim, then you just go and search, collect, analyze, freely understand different approaches, philosophical systems, systems of meditation. That's of course dangerous, that's challenging, because who knows, you can be wrong. So, and it's ancient actually question, do you want to be free? And at the same time, freedom brings some uncertainty, some instability. Nobody can guarantee you that you are free and you're right. You can do wrong things by mistake, doing something wrong. And that's first choice. And then second choice, you can choose stability and then just become a member of any given ashram, church, or any religious congregation and feel yourself nicely. Yeah. No challenging situations, no danger. So that's always choice. Okay, God bless you. See you next time.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवहं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्